Hey guys, I hope you're ready because this week I'm taking you to Dragon Con.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
It's great to be a nerd. It's great to be a nerd. The only light we ever see is from our monitor.
So like I said, today we're going to talk about Dragon Con, but first let's get down to a little bit of business. The last video blog we had was 2 truths and a lie, and you got to choose between the following 3 statements. One of which was a lie. Most of you guessed correctly, although not technically for the right reasons. Fortnite Nina and I did have pet rats in college. However, they were named after Harry Potter characters, not Lord of the Rings characters. We had Dobby and Oliver. So if you guessed correctly, kudos. Also, I'm dressed like this for 2 reasons today. One is to tell you about my music picks for the week. I've been listening to 2 albums on repeat for the past week. Metric Synthetica. I just saw them in concert last night and they were amazing. Also, my friends Paper Route released an album this week called The Piece of Wild Things. They had a show, an album release show this week, and it was so good. They should be on tour right now and possibly coming to a city near you, so go check them out if you have the chance. Second thing, this week I've seen a lot of people with pigtails, but mostly they were in like their 40s, 50s, or 60s. So maybe pull the audience a little bit. Kind of wondering, how old is too old for pigtails? I look 12, so I'm assuming it's okay. Pippin Longstocking is coming into your world. But mostly I've stopped doing it. So, back to Dragon Con. Here are some clips and highlights from my weekend.
We stayed at the Marriott, which is this really cool hotel that looks kind of like a spaceship, or the inside of a ribcage. This is my first time going to Dragon Con, so I was pretty excited. Over 55,000 people attended this year, which meant it was pretty crowded, but there was always something to see.
Behind me you see a glimpse of people who are queuing up for a panel of some sort or another.
Celebrity panels are part of the fun at Dragon Con, but if you want to see one, expect to wait in a line. A long line.
Tell us what we're doing here.
We are here to see Gillian Anderson.
What is he doing?
Who is Agent Scully on the X-Files as if she needs instructions.
Tell us what we're doing outside. Waiting in line!
Some of the best panels of the weekend were Gillian Anderson, The Guild, Jane Espenson, and the Vaginal Fantasy Podcast, which is a show on Geek and Sundry.
I also got to meet a few celebrities. Dean Cain, Joel State, cast of The Guild, and Felicia Day. Everybody that I met, especially the Guild cast, were so nice. Thank you for being fun and approachable and just awesome people all around. But no Dragon Con recap would be complete without the people and the costumes.
We argue about comic books and internet connections. The biggest highlight of the year is the Star Trek convention. Our town wasn't big enough to sign up any stars.
Skype or something?
No, I do a video blog, so...
You can see me wrap my stuff up.
Hey!
Captain Kirk. We have our own heroes who we try to emulate. I dream of one day being as sexy as Bill Gates. We hate watching sports because we're reading Carl Sagan, but we watch the Olympics if they play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a hobbit! It's great to be a nerd. It's great to be a nerd. We think Tolkien was a genius and Shakespeare was a turd. We rarely get a date or get talked to by a girl unless they're having trouble with their algebra homework.
Wait, give me your slogan again.
Guns don't kill people, just speed kills people!
It's great to be a nerd. It's great to be a nerd. We know the truth is out there, but we'd have to leave our room. We are the nerds in your neighborhood. Polyester's a fashion statement. But there's
I kind of want to summarize with a take-home message. It's great to embrace who you are, and Dragon Con is one of those things that really lets you do that. It's a little more acceptable now, I think, to be a nerd than it used to be, and it was just so comforting to be around people with similar interests, and you could just geek out a little bit, or a lot of it, and it was okay. Will I go again next year? Absolutely. And if I met you at Dragon Con and you're watching this, thanks for tuning in. It was so fun to meet all of you, and thanks for making my con awesomer. Please watch me dork out right now. The end.
My arm right here. See you in a fortnight.
Yes, I will try and take.